Hi everyone, my name is Samantha and welcome to my YouTube channel, Sewing in Switzerland. Almost forgot what it was called then. So I'm here with Team Potatoes. They're just off camera, but hopefully you can see their little cinnamon rolls here. So today, I'm just going to jump into it, but I've got 5 brand new free summer sewing patterns for you. So if you've ever kind of gone looking for a free sewing pattern, because sewing is expensive, so you know, catch a break where you can get one, right? There are a handful of companies that make sewing patterns that you can get that are relatively inexpensive, or often have like freebies on their website. For instance, Mood, Sewciety, the fabric store, have their own blog that do pattern releases, and also places like Peppermint, they often have a donate what you can option, and you know, or just take a free pattern. So there's loads out there, but you often see the same ones coming up, right? So I try and keep an eye whenever new patterns come up, and then I keep them in a spreadsheet. You know, I love a spreadsheet. And then what I do is release them to you guys. So we've got 5, bless you, new ones that have come out in the last couple of months. So I'm just going to run through them for you. So the first one is a company I have not used, okay? So if you have used them, do let me know, because normally before I make a recommendation, I like to, you know, have sewn something by that company before as normally the item that I'm recommending, because I don't want to get caught out or give you false information. But I've not made anything from this company, so you know, full disclosure for you there. The company is called Tianas Closet Sewing Patterns, which is a great name. Tiana is my favorite Disney princess, so you know, I think we're on to a winner based on that alone. And the freebie is called the Ethel Ruffle peplum blouse, and size in I'm very tired, XXS to 5XL. It is very similar. I mean, as soon as you look at it, you guys are all going to agree with me, right? As soon as you look at it, it looks like a dupe of the True Bias Roscoe blouse. It's got the v-neck shape there, you've got the very similar sleeves, you've got the peplum, which I think I've talked about before. The actual True Bias one does not have a peplum, but you can hack it really easily to add a peplum, and I often do that. Like, I like a nice little ruffle on there. So yeah, it's very similar, except it's free, which is great. So if you don't own the True Bias pattern but want something similar, this is really the place to be. Just seeing if I've missed anything. Oh, it says on the description that it is a Cézanne dupe, and Cézanne is, if you're not familiar with them, they're a French ready-to-wear fashion brand. I would say they're like somewhere between mid and luxury pricing, so you can expect to pay, you know, 150 quid for an item. It's yeah, so it's not the most high-end that you could pay, but it's definitely up there in terms of pricing. I would say it's quite similar to the Ganni brand. So yeah, if you're looking for something that is also very chic, very luxury looking, then that's a great option for you. What more can I say? It's a free pattern, let's go. So if you have tried that company, or you're going to try that company and then want to report back, do please let me know in the comments, because I would love to know. So I'm going to move on to our second one, our second freebie today. It's the Veronica Tucker label, so a well-known indie company, and it's the Noelle Dress. Sizing doesn't say. I don't know if I'm just like overtired and I couldn't see, but it doesn't look like there's any size information on the actual pattern, so I'm guessing it's just like a case of maybe in the instructions it would just say like measure your bust and go off the measurements, as opposed to an actual size. I would have liked to see information before you have to go through putting all your details in and getting the free download available to you. I'd like to see the size range on that, so I think it's weird to not include all the information, but yeah. So it's got this elasticated kind of neckline, but it sits like right off the shoulder and then just flows down. It isn't something I would necessarily wear for myself. It kind of oh, Sam, don't. It kind of reminds me when you are getting out the shower, or you've got a new piece of material or like some new fabric, and you hold it up and you're like, yeah, and you kind of like make a toga or like a wrap around with it, and you're like, yes, I'm on like a runway, right? We all do that, right? We all just wrap the fabric around, like drape it around our bodies and pretend we're on a runway, right? You're all doing that, aren't you? Not just me. It kind of looks like that, but it's the finished garment. So it's not something I would necessarily make for myself. But that said, I could imagine it dressed up for like dinner in a really gorgeous, bold, over the top print, you know. I would actually like to see it in like an Ankara fabric, because I think the Ankara prints are just so incredibly beautiful, and this is the perfect stage for it, because it is such a just a wide piece of fabric, you know, with some kind of basic gathering up here with the elastic, but other than that it's just like a showcase for this print. So I think that would be really brilliant, and Ankara fabric is absolutely beautiful anyway, so I think that would be stunning. So yeah, it might not be something I would necessarily pick for myself, but if I had the right fabric for it, it might be something that I actually do make. So yeah, so that is the Noelle dress. Can't remember if I said the name, but let me know, have you made it? Are you gonna make it? Do you like it? Let me know in the comments, because I would like to know. I would like to know if you have a vision for that one as well, because I feel like it could be really special, but I'm just not, maybe not in the right frame of mind to see it. So the next one is another new one that's come out. My voice has a habit of breaking on camera. So this is the Seamwork Benning dress in sizes 00 to 26. So we've got, it's nice. It's a nice easy breezy summer dress, to be perfectly honest. We've got the v-neck that we've seen again with the dupe of the Roscoe blouse, the Tianas closet Ethel blouse, so many names to remember, and it's this v-neck. You've also got some bust darts in there, 2 tiers that you could easily add more tiers onto if you wanted. And it's a complete freebie. You've got some nice little short sleeves there, so it'd be really great for summer. I can imagine that in a nice linen. It looks like a good beginner dress, to be honest. If you're looking, maybe if you've made a couple of projects and you wanted to just take that to the next level, make yourself a summer dress, this would probably be something that I would recommend. I think it looks very easy. You've got some easy breezy side bust darts there that you can't really go wrong with. Plus the gathering, which is a pretty good skill to have, to be honest, and also an easy one. So yeah, I'd recommend that if you're looking for something new and you're new to sewing and you're not looking for something that's going to break the bank. So this is a good freebie, a good summer sewing pattern, and a good one to kind of just elevate your skills slightly. So yeah, it's just a nice easy breezy dress. So just gonna see if I've missed anything in my notes. No. So the next one is the Mood Sewciety. So they're the guys that make the fabrics, the famous kind of fabric brand Mood, an American brand, and they have a blog that's kind of separate. It's called the Mood Sewciety as opposed to the Mood Fabrics, and they have a blog where they release several patterns. There's many patterns on there, and they bring them out pretty regularly actually, and they brought out a new one called the Aeron. Why does no one ever bring out any patterns I can pronounce? The Aeron swimsuit. I don't think I'm saying that right, let's be honest. Sizing 00 to 32. It's a one-piece swimsuit. We've got the kind of sweetheart neckline. We've got a little ruffle on there. Halter straps. It's nice. Would happily make this. Yeah, it's beautiful. Really great. Fantastic. Free swimsuit. One piece. So with this one, I will say triple check your finished measurements on there, because with the mood free patterns there is often some discrepancies between the sizing, so just be careful that you don't get caught out there, or maybe make a spandex version, or you know, like a knit version first, just to check the fit before you cut into your expensive swimwear fabrics, just because they have been known to, and I've made things where the sizing has come up wildly different from something else that I've made from there. So if you're thinking, oh well, I've made a few mood free patterns, check it anyway, because I often find discrepancies on this sizing. So what have I missed with this one? Oh yes, so I checked the actual blog post with the information about sewing swimwear, and I will say it is very detailed. There's lots of pictures. It is a pretty good description of sewing swimwear. There is a lot of detailed information on handling swimwear fabrics, and you know, like the correct way for pinning them and stuff, and there's some really great photos to kind of match what you're doing. So yeah, would recommend that. Looks pretty good. Happy with that one. So yeah, other than the sizing, which is really hit and miss, I'd say it looks like a nice pattern, so check it out, and also let me know if you're gonna make it. So number 5, we are whizzing through them. I just wanted it to be short and snappy, and you know, here's some new patterns, go try them, let me know what you think. So the next one, another new one, is the company Matchy Sewing Club, and it's the Ballet Bow Skirt in sizes XS to 6XL. Now this is, or would be, just your standard elasticated waist skirt. You know, there's nothing too exciting about it, except this one has got slits up the side, which then have bows that are tied onto the side. It's fun. You know, they've taken what would ordinarily be a very boring rectangular elasticated waist skirt, dime a dozen, absolutely everywhere. You can find free versions of that all over the internet, but they've elevated it. They've made it something special. They've made it something new, and they've made it something fun. And here comes a thunderstorm. The last time we made a video, it was jets overhead. So now we've got thunder, which explains my headache all day. So yeah, everyone seems to be asleep, so I think we're okay. So sorry if you can hear the thunder over. Nope, spoke too soon. So yeah, they've taken something that would ordinarily be a bit of a boring everyday skirt that's readily available to find a pattern for, or even just draft the pattern yourself because it's just a couple of rectangles, but they've made it something special, and I like that. And imagine this skirt, right? They've called it the ballet skirt, so let's kind of stay on theme a minute. Imagine that, and take the Aeron mood swimsuit that we were just talking about, but make it in like spandex, right? And then with the skirt over the top, leaning into that kind of ballet theme, right? That's fun, right? That would look nice for summer. I'm into that. I think that would look good, to be honest. Or imagine it with a nice shirt with one of those like big bows here. Like, just make the whole thing a showcase for bows. Yeah, I think I'd make this actually. I wasn't too sure because I was like, well, it's just an elasticated waist skirt, but it is fun, and it makes me want to, makes me feel inspired to make something exciting that kind of fits the mood of that, really. So there we have it. 5 fresh new sewing patterns, free sewing patterns for you for summer 2024. What do you think? Is it a good selection? Did I do good? I trawled through the internet. I saved these in spreadsheets upon spreadsheets, just waiting for the right time. And I think I've made a pretty good freebie collection here for summer. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I would be very, very happy to hear what you think. And on that note, if you liked this video, do please think about liking and subscribing. That would make me very happy, and I'll see you all soon. Thank you so much. Bye.